My name's Dominic. This
I'm
is
Jimmie.
my wife Jimmie. We're event riders, horse people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really good time. You know, everyone was a little bit, wasn't sure what it was going to be like, how it was going to be run, what the cross country was. I mean, there was a lot of question marks, and it turned out to be really cool. I mean, the facility obviously is unbelievable, and I think everyone was just super excited to be down here and doing something new and different. It's really cool.
I think anyone that was, I mean, obviously we're in jumper and dressage land down here in Wellington, and I think anybody that was here this afternoon for this cross country, I mean, there was a really exciting kind of vibe here that we're on the sort of precipice of something very big, and the sponsors are happy, the organisers are happy, the riders are happy. I think this could be a really big watershed into something much bigger for eventing down here, which I think only makes sense for everybody. You know, I think it's a good thing for the sport and for all the horse sports down here. I
think it did a lot better than what they had anticipated. I mean, a girl came up and spoke to us, and she flew in from Utah just to watch this event, you know? So I think it turned out to be a pretty big deal, and I think now that it's been done and it was a success, you know, next year it'll just double in size, I would think.
Yeah, I think the other big thing too is the quality of the field they had out, even though it's early in the season. The dressage yesterday I thought was really good across the board. I talked to the judges, they were very impressed. Like, everybody was in the 20s and 30s for eventing at the advanced level. That's good scores. The horses all looked fit and healthy, and yeah, it's just a great weekend. And I mean, there's going to be some people out there that are going to say, you know what, this cross country isn't really like what we're used to. But you've also got to remember where we are. You know, we are on the inaugural event in a place like Wellington. I mean, the fact that they've even put this much effort is a great starting point. And if there's a want and a need there and people get behind this, they're only going to just put more and more into it. So I think it's a great starting point for
Talk about that was our first time doing that, which was actually pretty fun, you know, because normally, you know, we do evention and so we're in front of the camera, and I actually liked it a bit better not being on camera.
And it's funny, Jimmie and I were talking about it, I actually found it quite difficult. Like the very first, it's different because there's no takes. I mean, you've just got to comment, and especially with the dressage.
The dressage is a little bit hard
it's
to keep it exciting to listen to.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, my belief is I love eventing, and I think that we've got a great thing, but we've got to figure out really good ways of making it accessible for people, and people want to learn more about it. Because those of us that have been bitten by the bug, you know, we can't get enough of it. I think people out there, all they've got to do is we just got to get them to get into it a bit, and then we're rocking and rolling. So our job was really today, you know, the last 2 days has been to get people to laugh a little, to learn a little, to want to see what's going to happen next, and hopefully they become hardcore fans and
love
more
eventing.
involved. Yeah.
Come to the dark side. You know, we didn't find out about this event only, you know, like at the end of December. So I think a lot of people were a little bit like, oh, well, I'm not going to go until I see who's going kind of a deal, you know. And then towards the end, I think a lot of people started signing up when they saw the 50K and, you know, brought some really good horses. So it was actually really exciting to see how many top horses we have, you know, for the United States. That's really great for us too.
You know, the money's a factor. You know, we're not going to lie. It's an expensive sport, and to have a purse that's actually kind of respectful of the money that goes into the horses is exciting. I don't think that's the reason why they came down. I think it was a factor, but they are onto something down here. I think this is not the last we're gonna see of the eventing down here in Wellington.
I don't think so at all.
For a normal 3-star.
Isn't
zero. I mean, most of the 3 stars, it's prizes, you know, that are either like equipment or a voucher or.
I mean, really, the best 3-star I think that we have, Fair Hill International. I think the Dada Corporation sponsors a flight for whoever wins, you know, the event, which is very big.
Awesome,
you know, which is
an
a
awesome
fantastic prize. But I don't think that many of the 3-stars have money as a prize. So this was a really big deal.
And when you think about it, how many 3-stars are there every year? Think about all the horse trials. There's no prize money at any of those. And I know in Britain they've had a big thing about trying to get more prize money, and it is a factor, but it was just nice to have an event where, you know, some owners are going to get a bit of a payday here, and it's good. It's good to give them back, you know.
The maestro.
Boydie.
I was super excited for him and for that horse, you know. The horse had, you know, not kind of like a bit of a rough go of it,
Months,
you
yeah.
know, and it was really good to see it come out and do something big, and I think the owners will be really thrilled with that.
Yeah, Boyd, I mean, obviously he's a good mate of mine and good friends of ours, and we ride with him a bit, but, you know, think about what he's achieved in the time that he's moved here, and think about the amount of setbacks he's had, and he just keeps on going from strength to strength. I think it says a lot about his character, and probably a big reason why his owners have stuck with him, especially with that horse. I'm just so happy for him. You know, he and Silver work so hard, and they deserve everything they get, so really thrilled for them.
Well, I actually brought Bellamy down here to do some dressage lessons with my dressage trainer Nicholas Fife, who's just down the road at Still Point. So he's here and kind of enjoying himself in Wellington, and the big goal is to go to Rolex this year, so that's kind of where we're aiming for, fingers crossed, and we'll just see how we go. And Cold Harbor's back in action
So
now.
Cold Harbor, the big war horse that I ride, he's back in action. He had some time off and didn't go out all the way from Jersey in last June, May. But he went and did his first show at Rocking Horse, so he's back in action, jumping, doing well. You know, I'm hoping to get him to the 3-star at Jersey, get him qualified for Rolex 2016, and also looking, you know, basically for me, I'm trying to strengthen my string.
And both of us, you know, just looking for quality horses and to
owners and supporters,
you know, and get, you know, following some of these guys' footsteps.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it like everyone else. So we're sort of looking out for some horses and some people that are going to help us get them. So.
You do like